My name's Roy from the new federal state of China. We're Chinese, but we are the opposite of the Chinese Communist Party. I have one message to convey. The Chinese Communist Party does not represent China or Chinese people. It is the enemy of Chinese people, American people, and the people of the world. Our story can be traced back to 1989 Tiananmen Square. Our founder, Miles Guo, was arrested and jailed for supporting the protesters in Tiananmen Square. Alongside him, there are more than 60 people arrested. Those heroes were killed, executed, right in front of Miles. He could never forget the look in their eyes. It was a silent plea for someone to continue to carry their legacy and bring democracy and freedom to China one day. Miles survived, and many years later, he started a movement called the Whistleblowers Movement, with sole purpose of taking down the CCP. He started to reveal all the intelligence on the CCP, the heinous plans of the CCP. Of course, as a result, he became the most targeted and persecuted Chinese dissident, but he never stopped fighting. Chinese people are the biggest victims of the Chinese Communist Party. As we speak, millions of Uyghurs are jailed in concentration camps. Tibetans and youths are victims of pedophilia and organ harvesting. Hong Kong protesters or any other people who dare to speak against the regime will be disappeared, silenced, and executed. As we speak, over 400 million forced abortions were executed since the CCP adopted one-child policy. The Chinese people never had a chance to vote for their government. They never had the right to own land. They never had freedom of speech, freedom of religion, or rule of law. They became more than slaves of the CCP kleptocrats. But I'm here more than just sharing our own stories. I'm here to prevent our stories becoming American stories. The CCP has already infiltrated almost every aspect of the U.S. life. It has launched an unrestricted warfare against all of us. It unleashed a deadly virus that killed millions of innocent lives. Its fentanyl export is killing 300 American people per day. It spread the spy balloon above us, and its spying operations are almost everywhere, in media companies, in big tech, scientific institutions, universities, Hollywood, and Wall Street. It's behind wars in Ukraine and the Middle East. It formed a new axis of evil alliance with Russia, North Korea, and Iran. Your pension funds, your educational funds, your savings are being invested in Communist China right now, and the total number is a whopping $7 trillion. And Xi Jinping is more than ready to confiscate that money and give that to the terrorist groups and fan the flames of conflicts and seize the perfect opportunity to invade Taiwan. For the past 8 years, Miles and the whistleblowers from the NFSC have exposed the truth around Hong Kong crisis, HNA group, COVID, and COVID vaccines, and many more. Those warnings were not taken seriously enough. Every time we revealed this kind of information, I had hoped we were wrong, because if the information is wrong, a lot of people wouldn't have to die or suffer. But in the long run, it has always been proven, verified as true. And today, for the first time ever, I have 3 specific pieces of exclusive intelligence to share with you. And I urge you to listen very carefully to what I have to say and verify for yourselves through time. Number 1, you may have already heard the secret biolab in California. Actually, the CCP has already finished building 11 P3 biolabs in the Middle East, Africa, and South America. They have the capability to manufacture and unleash new viruses at Xi Jinping's command. That's the same kind of virus that already killed 6.5 million people. Number 2, CCP's military installations. The CCP has already deployed 3,500 ballistic missiles, the DF-10A series, in 3 countries in the Middle East, worth a total of $50 billion. There are 2,000 more currently in transaction and will be delivered to those regions. They even have production lines for those missiles in those areas. Additionally, the CCP has built no fewer than 20 nuclear ICBMs They deployed DF-41 series with nuclear warheads. They can reach the mainland US or any other country. Number 3, the Chinese Communist Party is behind the terrorist group in the Middle East. In Iran and Syria, the CCP has already built an army of 20,000 mercenaries ready for combat and to join Hamas. And each individual will be paid $10,000 per month by the CCP. And there are another 20,000 mercenaries ready to be deployed in the event of escalation between Israel and Hamas. The intelligence I just shared with you is brought by NFSC thanks to the courageous whistleblowers inside China. They risked their lives to bring those messages. And we invite you to witness the validity of the information through time. In the past, we have provided many similar pieces of intelligence to authorities. The information should have been disclosed by the US government, but due to CCP's infiltration, it failed. So we now have to come out and speak out. As our revelations continue to be verified, we now hope American people can join us in eliminating the Chinese Communist Party. And we're not asking you to give us money or arms or die for a revolution or wars. All America needs to do is very simple. Stop supporting the Chinese Communist Party. And decouple from the Chinese Communist Party technologically and financially. And leave the rest to the new Federal State of China. And we ensure you the elimination of the Chinese Communist Party in China. Today, hundreds of millions of people have joined our causes. The majority of them are working covertly in the party in China and supporting us. We have 21 chapters around the globe, and we are more united and determined than ever. And I truly believe soon enough, we'll stand atop the Beijing Pangu Plaza again and put Xi Jinping, the dictator, on a Nuremberg trial for his crimes and make it the devil's last night. That night, we will see the end of the evil communist regime. That night, we will reunite with our loved ones. And that night, for the very first time in history of that soil, we will see a free China, a new China, the new Federal State of China. Thank you.